Hallo zusammen und herzlich willkommen hier von der Gamescom. Wir sind hier am Focus Interaktivstand bei Sherlock Holmes, Crime and Punishment. Und bei mir ist...
Michael Dowse from Focus Home Interactive. Nice to meet you guys. How you doing?
This is the first title for PS4. What for experiences you have to produce this game?
Oh, well, Frogwares have been working on the Sherlock Holmes games since, I think, 1997, so a long, long time. In terms of developing on the next generation platforms, doing PC games for a long time, you know, Testament to Sherlock Holmes, they've all been on PC. And in terms of developing for the PS4 and other next-gen systems, it's just as simple as, you know, porting it to any other console, really.
How long you develop, how long you work on this title?
They've been working on the title for about 2 years, 2-3 years. I mean, pre-production varies, but in production for about a year and a half, 2 years, something like this.
Can you tell us something about the story?
Something about the story? Well, what I can tell you is that in Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments, you really direct the story. There are 9 potential endings to each case, and you have the opportunity to accidentally, or on purpose if you wanted to, convict the wrong person. You don't necessarily know you're convicting the wrong person, but when you convict the wrong person, at the end of the case, you'll have an opportunity to find out if it was the right person or the wrong person. So you can really direct Holmes's career to a downward spiral if you want, or you can be the world's greatest detective. It's completely up to you, which is something completely unique from the other Sherlock Holmes games.
In Sherlock Holmes, you have important characters like himself and his friends. What can you tell us about the characters in the game?
Well, you'll meet Toby once more, the famous dog from Sherlock Holmes. Watson's there, Lestrade is there. It's based on the canon, so you'll see a lot of the characters that you'll meet in the novels and the short stories of Arthur Conan Doyle. So.
How important is the place London for the next Sherlock Holmes?
The next Sherlock Holmes or this Sherlock Holmes? Crimes and Punishment. London is integral. Certain stories in the original stories have certainly gone to other countries. You know, they've gone to India, they've gone to Utah in America. But this is very much focused in London in the 19th century, and that's really where the heart of Holmes is. You couldn't have Holmes without London, I don't think. So you'll see the streets and the alleyways and the people of London and meet those guys. London's very important.
You have built London like real, or have you making a little bit of fake town with the real names?
It's real, based on real places. You know, they've had Whitechapel in the game. We have Baker Street's obviously a real place. It's real. It's supposed to look real. It's as real as it could be without being there, obviously.
What can you tell us about the gameplay mechanics?
The gameplay mechanics have changed dramatically since the last Sherlock Holmes game, in that now instead of point and click and puzzles, it's all based around how to be Sherlock Holmes and what defines Sherlock Holmes. So in this case, you don't have to find all of the evidence in the case. You can find the evidence, and if you don't find enough evidence, you might convict the wrong person. So it's about how you interpret the evidence, what you do with the evidence, and what decisions you make, rather than simply finding them. You know, before it was an adventure game, and now it's an investigation game. This is about what to do with the evidence and who to convict and how you convict them. And there are some QTEs as well, like throwing harpoons through a pig as an experiment and dodging bullets from Sherlock Holmes and things like this. It's a much more open and fluid game than it has been before.
How long goes the game? When I play the game, the single mode?
Well, the game can be, it took me 3-4 hours to complete the first case. There's 6 cases. So we're talking maybe 15 hours of gameplay. If you want to find everything and do everything, then there's many hours more. And there's a lot of replay value in finding out if you didn't do it right the first time, you can go back to the case again and try and get the right killer that way. Quite a lot of gameplay there. Meaty experience.
Are DLCs planned?
DLCs are not planned, not that I know of. We can't really talk about that anyway. If there were DLCs planned, we'd let you know when we know and all of that kind of stuff. But we like to make a complete game, ship a complete game, and see if people are happy with that, and maybe there'll be more if people want more.
The last question, the release date, is it fixed?
Fixed, but fluid. It's a difficult one. I have to write it on the back of my hand, very long. Basically, it depends on the system you're using and the creator of that system. So it's from the 30th. It'll be releasing sequentially from PC, on PS4, Xbox One. The release date on the Xbox One version differs to the PS4 version, but I can't remember which way round it is. So from the 30th, it'll be releasing in quick succession. They're all ready. they're all ready, just waiting for their allotted release dates. So no one will be waiting too long.